All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready. 57. Mike, 57. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Crash.
On first down, Joseph. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, check. Go.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo. He's coming. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Ready.
They'll run on first down. It's Joseph. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Ready? 90 Wolf. Here it comes. Here it comes. Slam. Rock it. Snap. 2nd and 14.
Man open. It's J.J. Arcega right side. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Protein spill.
Back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. On first down, Hubbard. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have the short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. It got his man complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the 28-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Hubbard. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd at about 7 left.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, Sam off. Bang, 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 bang.
2nd and 2. Out to his left. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Turn up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 81. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, high 7. Go.
Now back to throw. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi.
It's 4th down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So don't say nothing.
On second down, it's Hubbard, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Throwing again on second and 10. Trubisky, flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On first down, Hubbard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Takk McKinley able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now.
Mike's 40. Mike's 40. Hey, wahoo!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He'll look to throw. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ready to break. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, orbit. Go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going up top. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, dude. Check, check. 40's Mike. 40's a Mike. 40's a Mike. Let's go, D. Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike 40. Mike 40. Let's go. Go. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Go. Mike 40. Ready?
2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Flowers able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 8 read. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Now.
They'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On 2nd and 10, Trubisky got his man complete over the middle. That's Hubbard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
First down.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
They'll run on first down. It's Hubbard, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
180! 54! Mike 54! You don't know no better!
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Now they go screen. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I want that. Give me that.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that?
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll keep it on the ground. Covered and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
This time, Trubisky will throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Hey, 180! 54! Mike, 54! Quarterback, don't get nervous.
On 1st down. It's Hubbard, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second and 11 now, Trubisky. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Second down and goal. Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Joseph. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Joseph. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Joseph. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
18. You got tape.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing here, Trubisky. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
And the Lions first down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
And come on out here. Come get some. Come get it.
They'll run on first down. Hubbard, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
On second and 11 now. Trubisky looking middle, and that's complete. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Check. Check out.
On third down, it's Hubbard. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Mike's 40. Mike's 40.
Hey.
Coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find his man on the outside. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
You think you won't get this?
2nd and 6. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Go out.
Back to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check, check. 40's mine.
Ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Nice, sweetheart.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
54 Mike.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Letting one go. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's now third down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles get a score closer.